Alright, here is my video for a fix for a Kenmore 800 series dryer. There is the model number right there. Basically, this dryer was not starting, and I checked the thermal fuses and the heater, and everything else checked out okay. And what it was this timer was actually not, the contacts inside were not making contact. And the way I found that out is I held the start button down and turned this dial until I got the dryer to actually fire up. On certain settings here, it would start on the top there but not run on the time settings. So I have removed the timer, and this is the timer here. If you can see the numbers, my camera will focus there. Working outside today because it's kind of nice. There we go. Alright, so the timer is just removed with 2 1/4-inch screws there. And if we flip it over, on the back side there will be this little motor here, and that's held on by 2 screws there, so I removed those. And then flipped over the timer here, lift this top part off. Inside we have the lobes here, and then the cam here, which is this orange thing that runs around it. This lobe right here runs on the top cam, and this lobe right here runs on the lower cam. And I should have taken part of this video before I did all these fixes, but decided to share it with everybody afterwards in case they were also having the same issues. So I'm trying to get things in focus here. This lobe and this lobe that ride on those cams had very fine grooves worn in them from the actual cam riding on that lobe. And basically what that groove did is it made it so that these contacts did not touch at the appropriate times. So what I did, I took a zip tie and my soldering iron, and I melted plastic to that lobe right there and filled in the little tiny groove that was on the tip of it. So basically, let's see, I'm going to take this one out. There are the 2 different cams there. Also, you can see in the video that there's grease on there. There was no grease in here when I opened it up, and that's probably why those cams, or the lobes, wore into the cams. Other timers like this that I've taken apart had grease on the cams and the lobes and the gears. So I used this silica glide grease right there to grease the components inside. This cam here and lobe can't be removed because it's under the contacts. This one can, so I'm going to slide it out. You can see right there. So there's the actual lobe that rode on the cam, that little dark spot right there. It's from me where I melted a zip tie to the lobe there. You could probably also use a plastic epoxy or something else to fill in the groove that's in there. So anyway, I filled in both those little grooves that were on the lobes there, and then you want to make sure I filed it down as to match the overall contour of the lobe. So you don't want it to be higher or lower than what it was when you actually started. And basically the easy way to tell that is you'll see the groove that's worn in there when you take it apart, and you basically just want to fill in that and nothing more than that. So I'm going to go ahead and then when you put it back together, you're going to want to spread these open and push it down in. Make sure that the cams or the lobes ride on the appropriate cams, and then you reassemble it all, and hopefully it should work. I hope this helps.